Alright, new my second review for Stephen King's The Dark Tower series. This is number 2, drawing of the 3. Again, for my reviews, I don't really do scripts, so they might suck. I just go off kind of the cuff. So this is the second installment of the Dark Tower series. It follows main character Roland as he meets a lot of his new companions. They're very interesting and lively characters. I don't want to do any real major spoilers, so I won't. But it has a lot of new characters introduced, a lot of the core ideas of the book, like the series introduced. I've read, as of writing this review, I've read up to the fourth book. This might be my favorite. It's so action packed. It starts off so intense with like Roland getting like eaten, and he meets new characters, all of which are layered and cool. There's like different worlds. There's like some time travel stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that I normally don't like, but I think it was executed phenomenally. Amazing. I mean, just amazing. The first book is like a fever dream. You don't understand anything. This book gives a lot of clarity to it. A great continuation. It has like superb action. It's only like 450 pages, which I guess kind of sounds like a lot when you say it like that. But for the stuff Stephen King writes and the stuff I read, not really. Um, the pacing, everything is good. I think this is out of any book in the series. This is the fastest I read. I think I read the first one, took like a couple day break, destroyed this one, and then again a little break. So I think how he does the characters, how he manages this nonstop action as well as the storytelling is great. I think this not super interesting, but I think I'd give this one all elements combined. I think I'd give it a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. And for me, for my scale, that's pretty solid. I think it was well done. I think the only time that it's not really a fair score, and I kind of will go back when I finish the series. Like I don't, some of the stuff probably adds up later and like is way more flavorful and like, but like right now, there's a lot of stuff happening. But that's not really like I don't think it's something the doc points over. I think he has great description, he has great characters, he has great pacing, he has really cool world building. And there's there's like an amputee chick, a druggy dude. There's like just really cool stuff with like possession, and there's a lot of themes I normally don't care for that I think he did phenomenally. Um, I forget who I saw on YouTube who said that once you get to this book, if you don't like it, you're not going to like the series. That is a great example from what I've read up to book 4. Is this really sets the tone? The first book is kind of like the Dark Tower is such a weird universe that to even pierce into it's like whoa. And so the first book doesn't make a lot of sense. There's just trippy shit. Half of like a whole 30, 40 pages of that book's told in flashback, maybe 50, and it's only 200 some page book barely. And then you know what I mean? And so this really is a great sequel, I guess. It just really adds into the themes. There's also a lot of cool more stuff with spirits and demons, and it shows how the main character handles loss, handles adaptation, and I think the characters that he meets are phenomenal because without spoiling too much, like there's these little doors here and they kind of pop in and they're in a world that's not their own, and it does a pretty good job of showing them not just being like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll help you or whatever. It's like they freak out a little bit, like what the fuck, and they have to kind of figure some stuff out. There's also some cool themes of like the Ka and the Katet or whatever, um, and that's thing I touch on more later. Um, I don't know how I feel about it per se. Kind of cool, kind of. I won't go too deep into that. I think this is a solid. We'll say almost. This was an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed reading it. I might reread it later. I definitely had fun with it.